Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys? I'm going to lay out a few oracle cards. Let's see what's going on. Aries, yeah, there's been a little conflict, some kind of event. Things have been kind of stuck here. Yeah, but there's been conflict, a little drama. Yeah, it has to do with the cycle here. Someone maybe not following the status quo, could be yourself. Rules, regulations. It's about two people not being on the same page. Often it's conflicting personalities, but this is a temporary energy, some kind of event here. Yeah, I see the healing light, so I do see healing. I see a lot of abundance coming in too. Yeah, it looks like there's conflicting personalities. There's someone here just not following, society's rules, the status quo. So it's an energy of healing. Often it's just conflicting personalities. Yeah, it has to do with the honoring path. Someone's intentions may have not been honorable. There could be conflict to do with that. Yeah, but it's whether someone's intentions are honorable. And I do feel there is a healing light here. Yeah, this is someone looking at the situation. It's about someone's intentions. This is about discovering. Okay, someone's discovering someone's intentions were honorable. That's what I feel. So it's someone here just trying to figure things out here. Yeah, we have a person planning to take action here. The energy is, again, it's a 2. This is someone here, sort of tick-tock. This is someone who knows they need to make a move. They need to take action. And you can see this pencil. So someone here is making a plan. Yeah. But it's crossing. There's a river here. It's about crossing it. It's about initiating. Let's see what's going on. Let's have a look at the conflict. Yeah, conflict between two people. It could be friends, family member, anyone here. It's just two people not seeing eye to eye. But I do see healing. Yeah, it's two people just not on the same page. Lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. Often it's just, like I say, just conflicting personalities. But this is about making a connection. So there is a connection. It's about seeing eye to eye, and that's where I feel, yeah, we have a person who's rushed in and out, someone who felt pressured. They felt under pressure. They came in feeling enthusiastic, and then someone who kind of runs away. They back out of the situation. But it is an energy of healing because it has to do with what someone's intentions were. It's about discovering someone's intention. They're seeing something shiny here. See, it's about gaining clarity. Oh, this light. I will fix these this weekend when I get time to take everything apart, but it's about discovering someone's intentions. Yeah, I think it's a person is, yeah, you can see an energy of working, building, putting in effort. This could be a work situation, but like I say, conflicting personalities. There's a connection though. It's all about putting in effort. It's about building. It's about someone making another person a priority as well. See their lifestyle, the way they conduct themselves. Maybe you're feeling somebody wasn't faithful. But there's something being learned. Yeah. We have a King of Pentacles. It's an energy of someone grounding themselves and looking at the details of the situation. See, someone's planning, preparing to take action. Someone maybe wasn't prepared here, for this connection. But they're discovering that someone's intentions were honorable. It's a person who felt something sketchy was going on. This person focuses a lot on work too. It's about building, but it's about making someone a priority. Something being learned here. See, it's about discovering. Yeah, this person's going to take action. Yeah, some of you have been kind of waiting for this. Now you can flip the energy. It could be yourself in this energy. But the 3 of Wands is someone waiting, feeling like the ship has sailed. It may be too late. Someone who keeps someone waiting for a long time too. Yeah, because I do see the clock here, see time. It's time to take action. To me, it looks like a person who just kind of wasn't prepared. They felt pressured, someone who's busy, a lot going on. It has to do with someone who maybe needed to heal from a situation. Yeah, let's have a look at the Two of Cups. What's going to happen here? Yeah, this is a person thinking someone's up to something sneaky. All isn't always what it seems. It's often someone who feels insecure. And they felt pressured. They really were enthusiastic. You can see the enthusiasm, and someone kind of freaked out here. Yeah, it's where a person isn't prepared. They don't see it coming. It's a person who's unable to move forward. Now, it could be a person who was already dealing with conflict, maybe ending a committed relationship. But it's whether someone's faithful or loyal. It's just someone needs to take off the blindfold and see, because you can see they don't see it coming. And it's someone who's unable to move forward at some point because of I feel it's a person who was already dealing with this. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands energy. It's a person who generally knows what they want. They go for it. But you can see they've discovered something. They're taking off the blindfold to see. They're seeing something they didn't see. So they've grounded themselves. It's a person who focuses on work. I feel they're always busy. They always have a lot going on. But they are a person who's very determined and very focused. And they know what they want. They wanted this. And then all of a sudden they didn't know. They couldn't move forward, or they just didn't know what they wanted. I really feel it's someone who just felt something sketchy. Someone was being sneaky, playing games. And I feel they were already dealing with this. It's often a person who's kind of cruel too. So it's a person who was very focused on that. So they likely don't see this coming. Yeah, it is a lot to do with work though, a busy person. Yeah, this person has some regret. A lot of stress, anxiety. See, this is a person, a lot of unfounded fear. They're thinking this person's up to something. Their intentions aren't good. And it could be yourself feeling that way about them. Now, if you have any kind of choice and you can't move forward, and it's telling you to, if it's yourself and you're unable to move forward, it's about learning something. Someone's lifestyle, habits, the way they conduct themselves. This is someone's lifestyle. They're always in a hurry, rushing. Very enthusiastic, very driven, very goal-oriented person. But it's an energy also of someone who's very creative. And this is a person who generally always knows what they want. But like I feel, it's almost like they don't see it coming. Yeah, this is a person who acts like everything's okay, but it's not. See, someone's stabbing someone in the back, a painful period in someone's life. See, they're going through this, and everything is fine. Someone who acts like everything's just fine, it's okay, but it's not. Yeah. It's a person who needed to heal. This painful period, I feel, is now over. So this is someone who's now discovering someone's intentions. They've learned something. They didn't see it. They weren't expecting it. Yeah. Tell me more about the Two of Swords. Yeah, it's a person releasing things that no longer serve. But it's an energy of a person who feels too. They look at it, it's too good to be true. There's just no way. But it's about healing and letting go. Yeah, it is what it is. As someone is feeling, it is what it is. I guess it's just not meant to be. Some Aquarius energy. Just letting it go. Tell me about everything is fine. Whatever it is, they've healed. Yeah, this is someone becoming an emperor. Very goal-oriented, but it is healing. And it could have to do with money, finances. They were under a lot of stress, anxiety. So I do feel there's unfounded fear, and now there's some regret. Yeah. This is someone who I feel kind of kept something to themselves because they're acting like everything is fine. They got everything under control. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Yeah, now we have the Queen of Wands. See, this is someone's intentions. Some stress, anxiety, what someone's intentions were. It could be either one of you, but this is the King and Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. I see some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But with this, it's also the honoring path. It has to do with someone planning, preparing. See, it's not able to provide. It's somebody who feels they can't provide or give someone what they want. Yeah. Some of you know what you want too, just like this person. See, it's about not settling. Maybe you felt their intentions weren't honorable, or they felt that way about you. The King of Pentacles, yeah. See, this is about being vulnerable, letting someone know you're open. Now, the Queen of Cups is often the motherly figure. Yeah, kindness, compassion. See, it is what it is. So I feel there's something understandable. There could have been a misunderstanding too. But it's someone who acts like everything's fine. And I feel like it is now, because we have this person in the Emperor energy. This is someone going to make this happen. They're planning. They're looking ahead and preparing. See, it's somebody who just didn't feel prepared. They don't see it coming. They're unable to move forward. It does look like it's a person who is going through something big time here. Probably the end of a committed relationship. You know, it's two people who aren't getting along. Confrontational energy. I think it's just conflicting personalities. Yeah, but it's a person discovering here, discovering someone's intentions, where kindness, compassion, someone who truly cared. See, it is what it is. It's about releasing it. Something was understandable. So I do feel there could have even been a misunderstanding. Yeah, let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person's assessing the situation. See, they're assessing this. It has to do with sincerity. Somebody here was sincere. Now this person's all excited. But it is a slow and steady. So this person's focused on work and their money, but they're looking at the situation, assessing it. See, there was sincerity. Someone really cared. Yeah. This motherly figure could be another person. But I feel it's just somebody seeing that someone truly cared. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. This is a person here who kind of feels the ship has sailed. It's probably too late. This is a person who knows what they want to. They're not going to settle. Yeah, taming the beast. It has to do with confidence. Kindness, compassion, forgiveness, confidence. Yeah, the person's still kind of waiting here. It's a person expanding their horizons, and I feel like it's the masculine. They're expanding their horizons. See, with finances, becoming the emperor. This is definitely a person who doesn't tell people when things are bothering them. There's someone who figures things out for themselves. Tell me about this emperor. Yeah. Yeah, it is an energy of ending. Out with the old, in with the new. See, time out, healing. But this is someone who maybe made a bad decision. They regret this. Yeah, there's definitely regret. This is everything this person could have wanted. See, it feels it's too good to be true. And that's where I feel. But the Empress is going to make this happen. This is somebody making this happen. And they're going to put an end to a situation. Every ending leads to a new beginning. So it is time out and healing, but I do feel releasing and shedding all this. Habits, patterns, behaviors that no longer serve. But it is a person letting someone go here. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. I do see some Leo energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. Scorpio. Libra. Aquarius. What else do we have here? Some Taurus energy. Yeah, definitely strong Taurus energy here. Yeah, Sagittarius. Interesting. But there it is. There's the cup, the offer, the opportunity. This is someone's cup runneth over with emotion. This person's assessing this. So it's a person hoping for forgiveness. I do feel someone's being forgiven because it's something understandable. It's out of someone's control. It's out of their reach. But it's also someone feeling a little insecure, feeling this person's out of their league. But they're discovering They're discovering someone's intentions were honorable, that someone really cares. So this person's looking at this beautiful, shiny piece of gold. They've discovered gold. So it's definitely a reassessment. Yeah, and it is a healing, because the judgment, someone made a bad decision, but it's somebody who's making it happen. They're choosing to end a situation. Looks like a commitment. Now we have, see, it's all about timing. See, the clock is there, the timing. But this is someone feeling luckily fortunate. It's too good to be true, but they're assessing it. Yeah, so someone longing, crushing, reminiscing. They're looking at how things played out. Some of you have another person while you're waiting. Another person could be coming in. Things are definitely going in your favor. It's all about good luck and timing. Yeah, timing things right here. I feel the timing probably wasn't right. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Oops. Yeah, it's a person keeping it all in. See, this is someone who keeps it all in. They deal with their own problems. That's what I feel. But this person's looking at it, well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. But now they're looking at the reality of the situation. Somebody here wasn't being themselves, keeping all their feelings to themselves. See, keeping it all in. But it's an energy where nobody really got what they wanted. Some of you are about to get what you want. Yeah. This is often someone who gives someone a gift. They show them that they have a crush, that they like them. They're looking at all that. They're looking at the details. They are planning, preparing. They are looking ahead. I feel it's just somebody who wasn't really prepared for this. The timing probably wasn't right. But yeah, it looks like, I feel some of you are being cautious too, though. Yeah, playing it a little bit safe. Yeah, but you're about to get your cup filled. But at this point here, nobody got what they wanted. Yeah, but it's all about wish fulfillment. I feel like you're going to get something out of this. Yeah, this person's going to come in. They're taking action. They're planning. They've been preparing. Yeah, it's a person coming in to speak truth, seeing truth in a situation. They've learned something. See, they've learned. They've discovered someone's intentions were honorable. But as far as the feminine energy, you could be feeling, that someone's weren't. But I really feel it's more like this masculine, and I do see ending it. Something is finished, it's done, everything's okay. See, this is a person who doesn't let people know how they're feeling. This is a person who was kind of emotionally unavailable, very closed off, keeping things close to their chest, not sharing anything. They weren't themselves. They were hiding behind a mask. I do think this is someone who felt you were out of their league, so there was insecurity. And maybe they feel that way about yourself. Yeah, all isn't always what it seems, so that's why this discovering. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords now. See, there it is, clarity, starting something new. This is someone seeing things clearly. They're feeling happy with what they've discovered. It's about being ready for new. Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah. Nice. And some of you could, because you've been waiting. While you're waiting, you could have another person coming in. But this is a person coming in to speak truth with what they've learned. This person was kind of skeptical. Their swords up. It's someone who's been hurt. And I also feel an energy of this person could have dealt with something that was kind of cruel. Something rather devastating. It's like the death of the ego. Yeah, their ego took a hit here. This is someone who often takes pride in the things they do. But like I say, I don't think they were prepared for this. It's often a person who puts themselves under a lot of pressure too. Then they get overwhelmed under all this pressure. I'm going to grab another deck here. I just want to look at a couple of things. I'll just take this deck here. I haven't used this one too much. So I want to see what this King of Swords is thinking, because they are planning, strategizing, analyzing the situation. But it's about truth. See, they were skeptical. They were emotionally unavailable. They kept it all in. But this is someone who cut somebody out. They're making this happen. This person wanted this. Like it's everything they could have ever wanted. It was too good to be true. This is the thing. but they're so much happier. See, they're seeing things very clearly now. So they want to communicate and clear something up. They had things they needed to clear up too. Yeah, King of Swords. Emperor makes it happen. Yeah, I see a house and a home, a strong financial foundation. There's a reason to celebrate. So you can see this is a person who's been planning and preparing. See, their house, home, their financial foundation. But it has to do with all these things that they've learned. Yeah, there's been some hurt and heartache. So this is someone who's been hurt. Their swords up, but they may have inadvertently hurt you. See, they're learning this. If you have a new person coming in and they're finding out, they're probably a little jealous. This is someone who'll never let anyone know. They won't let anyone know they're hurt, but they are. Yeah, I think they've been hurt too, but I do see them seeing things clearly, clearing things up. Yeah, hurt and heartache here. Yeah, they're manifesting. See, they have everything they need to manifest their desire. So it has to do with communicating truth and clarity. Yeah, this is somebody it's an energy of being able to provide too. I feel they couldn't provide anything. If you chased after this person, that's where their sword went up, because it's someone who's experienced this before. In fact, they ended things with the person for the same thing. So don't chase this person. But I do think your intentions are honorable. They feel your intentions are honorable. Yeah, see, you're innocent. This is innocence. Yeah, there it is. The Ace of Swords. Aha! They see the truth in the situation. Win-win. So this person really, I like their energy. Yeah, they're very excited, but it's discovering a massive epiphany. This person's been, focusing a lot on their finances, their house, their home. They're definitely dealing with a lot, but there is a lot of excitement. But that aha moment, that realization, they're shocked. They're just shocked. And I feel that you're going to be shocked when this person comes in and tells you the truth. Tell me about the Star. Yeah, see, this is someone who felt it was too good to be true. But see, now this is a person, it's about providing and preparing. Now, by any chance, if some of you have a choice between two, yeah, I really don't feel two, but because I just feel like it's the Emperor's energy. But if there is a choice between two, some of you are probably going to choose whoever it is that speaks truth, that comes in and puts in effort. But see, it's about putting in effort here. Some of you put a little work and effort. See, the Queen of Cups is someone who lets someone know they like them, and you put in effort, see, because you're trying to build. It's also someone discovering that you work, that you take care of yourself, someone who's independent. This person's excited, but I'm going to tell you, they're shocked. They're just shocked with what they've learned. And I think you're going to be shocked at the truth this person tells you, their own intentions. What were their intentions? This person made this happen. They literally ended something. So why did the two of you not connect? I do see reconciliation for some of you, but I see someone having a reconcilable difference with someone. If you have two, there's one of them you will not reconcile with. You've changed your focus. You're no longer interested. Yeah. Let's have a look at the King of Swords. What is this truth? What is it they're learning and they want to tell you? See, it's about integrity, honesty. It's all about being on the same page. Yeah, there's a lot of change. So this is somebody who's gone through a lot of change. They're closing a chapter in their past. If you have a person who's coming back around, if there are two, one of them here may never change. They'll probably be the same way they were. But this is someone who's moved on. They're closing a chapter, closing a book on the past. So it's about clearing things up. But it has to do with their own intentions. Yeah, their own intentions. What is this person's intentions? Ooh, they see the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's about the power couple. It's about coming together. So it does look like this person's intentions are honorable as well. It's all about spending time discovering each other. There's so much to learn. These are two people who can teach each other a few things. Queen of Pentacles is marriage material. It's a person who's patient and gracious, somebody who works, they're stable but independent. But it's whether you're interested, because this is often someone who acts a little aloof. So I feel it's an energy of seeing if you're interested, and that's what I feel here too. Yeah. Tell me about planning to take action. Yeah, so someone trusting their inner knowing. See, they already know the answers. They already know. And I feel like you know who you're going to choose if you have a choice. One of these people, I feel it's done, it's finished. If you have two, there'll be no reconciliation. You're releasing it. You may have had a person yourself who didn't have your best intentions at heart. But this person who's discovering your intentions were innocent. See, it's innocence. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, someone a little shy and apprehensive. Some of you do have a new crush while you're waiting, though. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's going to be a little jealousy. Yeah, but I feel like you got a person here who's not going to follow through. Now, this could be just someone who made up an excuse, too. They could have made up an excuse because they weren't prepared. Now this person feels prepared. But it's someone who's keeping it all in. See, into me, I see they've gone within. They want to build. Yeah, I feel like you like this person. And I do feel they were emotionally unavailable at that time. But this is also someone who needs to be vulnerable. See, it's about being open, letting this person know that you're open, because this could be what this person's seeing. Judgmental, judging a book by its cover, because they see you as very sexy, very attractive, someone who's very charming, very creative person. But they're discovering a lot. They're learning things about you. But if you have another person say, hey, let's go for a cup of coffee, you got a new crush, and it could be yourself. Maybe you did that. But it's a person seeing someone who could be a little bit shy, though. I still feel some of you got a new person coming in, and I feel there's going to be a little jealousy. I got to be honest. Yeah. Tell me more about the High Priestess. But this is someone who's literally gone within. They're planning, preparing. See, it's about being able to provide. But this is someone seeing that the other, you can provide for each other. But it could be where they made up an excuse. And if you have a new person, I feel there is definitely going to be jealousy. This person will come and speak truth. They're definitely a person who's been getting themselves ready. You got temperance, see, being patient. Someone being gracious, being patient. It's how you're conducting yourself. They're seeing that. Yeah, I think you're a lot like this person. It's the couple that work together, play together. But if you have another person here, I'm going to be honest, someone here is your type and the other, someone else isn't. You might be feeling something's a little off. Yeah. But these are two people very much the same. It's about discovering you're each other's type. You're gracious, you're stable, you're grounded, you're financially stable. It doesn't mean rich, it just means stable, and especially emotionally stable. A lot of Sag energy here, so it's just about someone calming down and making a decision. But yeah, it's about being each other's type. Who is the Page of Cups? It could be yourself being a little shy. No, you're taking a leap of faith. You're leaving someone behind. Yeah, it looks like you got another person, something that isn't going to go anywhere here. The situation doesn't serve. I feel like you got a person here who feels like you're literally out of their league, and it could be that person. But to be honest, I feel like you're looking before you leap because you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah, you're this person's type. See, this is someone who didn't think you were their type either. Yeah, who's their type? I think you're different than the usual type. That's what it is. But it's learning about their type. And some of you, it's yourself. It's telling you to look before you leap. Okay, it's about taking a risk. and going down this path. So some of you may have taken a risk and say, hey, do you want to go out for a cup of coffee? Maybe they felt something was a little off there, but yeah. Tell me more about temperance. Why is temperance here? Yeah, this is Ten of Swords. A painful period in someone's life is over. So this is someone who rises like the phoenix from the ashes. So whatever it is finished. So this is somebody also ending something. Some of you are. If you have a new crush coming in, you may have someone's intentions who are not honorable. So pay attention to the signs and the signals. It looks like someone new. But the interesting thing is this person speaks truth. They see things clearly, and they're coming in to tell you truth. Yeah, see, it's all about perspective, taking a pause, a little aha moment here. This person's excited. Like, I feel you're going to be shocked at what they tell you. I feel they were shocked to be as well here. Of the things that they're learning. But it is a person who was originally very skeptical. Now they see things from a different perspective. They put the shoe on the other foot. So, yeah, if you've been checking someone else out here, I definitely feel like you're going to leave that person behind. Yeah, because I feel like you got to... I do feel while you're waiting for this person, it's like someone else coming in. But I don't really feel like you're going anywhere, because I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. I feel like you already know what you want to do. You're definitely not chasing after anyone. In fact, it's someone coming your way. This person, I'm just trying to see what it is. Yeah, thinking things through, seizing the day, taking an opportunity. So I do feel like you've had someone who, a new person coming in. They may be discovering that too. So they're in a hurry. But the other person's rushing in without thinking and backing out. So you may get someone who makes up an excuse, or they just don't follow through. Interesting. Yeah, see the shock, surprise, the Tower. This person's in panic mode. See, they're seizing the day, taking an opportunity. It's someone who doesn't want you to get away. As far as this person's concerned, you're the one that got away. And they're not going to let you get away. So they're making this happen. If there is another person, they're going to be chasing that person away in a heartbeat. They are an emperor. And if you are the masculine, you are the emperor. Yeah. It's a masculine. Even the feminine can be an emperor. But I feel we have someone very gracious, very patient, grounded. There's someone here you don't see a future with. You're reflecting on the past, kind of reminiscing, and you're leaving someone behind. Anyone who makes up excuses and tells you a story, that's what's being left behind. This other person speaks truth. See, they're fair. They come in right. And it is possible someone may have judged you and were unfair, so they want to make this right. This is someone wanting to make this right. There's harmony between you and this person. Yeah, really nice. It is out with the old, in with the new, but it's an energy of someone who I feel made a bad decision, because at this time, this person might have been dealing with this. They just weren't prepared. See, this is somebody here looking at this now because I'm coming around. See, they're ready for new, but I feel it's someone also discovering while they've kept you waiting, and they're trying to expand their horizons financially. And I feel some of you have been doing that too. So it's an energy of two people who are literally prepared. So it's interesting how things play out. And I do think you're looking at how everything's played out. But you're going to get your cup filled. Yeah, this person's going to come in. Their cup literally overflows. This is a person, it's an emperor. They don't often show a lot of emotion. They come across as emotionally unavailable. But their cup literally runneth over. In fact, I feel both of you, neither one of you, but I feel it's that energy of being vulnerable. Some of you don't like being vulnerable. I think this person kind of gets it. But it's the interesting thing is the discovering. Let this person discover you. Be a little mysterious. Okay? Take care. We'll see you soon.